Hey, welcome to this video. Today in this video, we will discuss a very important classifier, that is voting classifier. We all have seen that we can use one algo or we can compare the output of multiple algos and we can use them. But one question always arises, which voting classifier, or you can say which classifier is going to be the best? And that is a very tough question. Even though after comparing it is kind of time consuming, and by running for loop, we have done this question very practically. But there is a proper approach for using multiple models and getting the output. That is called voting classifier. Now, how voting classifier really works? All you need to do here is that you use a bagging technique. Now, bagging and boosting are two kind of techniques that we can use. First, bagging technique is what we going to use today. That is parallel technique. We have multiple models working in parallel fashion, and they all give you the output. Each model will give you the output. We will do proper voting at the end. This voting can be hard and soft. Now, hard voting means we will choose the majority. Soft voting means that we are going to take the average of the output. For the better approach, then we will simply use a single model and see if it is better than this or not. But again, guys, as we are using multiple model, we have more generic answer at the end because we know that we are not depending on a single model expertise. Now, it's a bagging technique and it is very frequently used technique. After random forest, this is the next classifier which is used very frequently in companies. So let's work on a project and see how it really works. We have this data which has this passenger ID survive column P class, and again it's a Titanic data set, which is it's a very famous. Survive column is the target value that we have here, and other independent columns. I can see that I have a lot of values which are missing in cabin and decent amount of missing value in the age column. So I printed the age column has 177 null values. Cabin has 87 null values. The total columns that we have, or total rows that we have, is 891. That means almost you can say that we have 70% missing in the cabin column. As per the usability, I'm dropping those columns which are not really important. So passenger ID, name, ticket, and cabin has been dropped. Creating a function to drop this. So I just need to pass it and drop it. Separating my survive column from the target value. I'm assuming you are already aware of the basic fundamentals of machine learning, and I have dropped the column which are not important. So I've given X, that is my data frame, with the survive column, with the other columns which I need to drop, not important column list. This will drop all the columns. This is the result that I'm getting at the end. After dropping above columns, I will get this drop X from survive. I'm dropping the survive column for this too because I don't want to keep the survive column in the independent data. I have separated independent data from the dependent data. Let me make it back. And then I'm putting x dot age, x dot embark, and I'm filling the null values that I have in the age and embark. Notice carefully, I'm using mean in age, I'm using mood in embark because mood embark is a categorical value. Now, after that, I will check all the sums. After that, I will check get dummies, and I will convert the mail and the B and Q and S column into encoding techniques. Notice I am getting one column less because I am using drop first here. So out of two category in sex, I am getting one. Out of three category in embark, I am getting two. Now going for the correlation and seeing the correlation of the columns will help me decide which to keep, which not to keep. Again, I'm already done with dropping it. So I'm pretty sure that the things are okay now and I'm moving forward with that. Next guys, this is where we start with the voting classifier. We import all the libraries that we required. From ensemble, I'm importing voting classifier. I'm also using random forest inside this. Again, guys, random forest is an ensemble technique itself. We should not be using inside a voting classifier, but to just show you that this is also practical, I'm doing it. It is not something is suggested that because if you use an ensemble technique, it is useless to compare it with other models. Second, it is not a smart move to make it so complex and so time consuming just to see some results. Now I'm importing descent tree, logistic regression, k nearest neighbor, SVC, Gaussian NV, and accuracy score matrix. After importing all of this, I'm creating the object of all these classes and I'm having these names RFC, DTC, LR, KNNC, SVC, and NB. Then I'm creating the model where I have the list and the tuples. Every element here in the list is a tuple of the name and its variable. After that, I'm creating a model classifier, voting classifier, giving all models. Doing the train test split here, the train size is 75. I'm taking the test size as 25. So that will be my size and I'm moving forward with that. Fitting my data, the independent column 75% in my voting classifier where each model will train from it. Then I will predict the output from the text 25% data and this is my predicted value that I'm getting. Going to compare it with the X target test, which is the remaining 70 25% of the data of the survive column. Now, checking the accuracy here by giving the target test and X predict, I'm getting an accuracy of 81. You can print all the estimator by giving the name estimator and you will get all the estimator detail. You can have hard voting and soft voting. As I told you before, hard voting will go for the majority and soft voting will go for the average. We can check get parameters to see every parameter that has been used in each model, which is a very good way of doing things. And that is all for the video. You can use the estimator, you can find the estimator values and you can get the idea. One thing that I want to add here that people usually miss that if you are working with an ensemble technique like voting classifier, random forest, you should remember one thing that it is not going to be best always. Okay, the average may feel good but maybe there's a good chance that random forest itself work very perfectly. Okay, very good. And I'm saying this because sometimes you think that one technique is best and don't really try to bother to use any other technique, which is not a good practice. If I was doing a project from the very scratch, I would select few models only. I will try to fetch their best parameter and then I will use those best parameter in the models to get a result which I'm looking for. Again, there is no hard and fast rule in machine learning like any other algorithms that this is the best or that is the best, but you usually have to do the hit and trial to get the result. Also notice when I'm creating this voting classifier, let me show you. I created a list of tuple, which is the most important step here. You have to create a list where each value is a tuple, where the name comes and the value comes. Now, name can be anything. It is just you have kept the name and value same. You may keep it anything, and that will work perfectly for you. So, strongly recommending use this thing. Don't use RFC model inside this. Apart from that, use other techniques and see the results for yourself. How it is working, how fruitful it is to use voting classifier in your technique. I hope this video makes sense. The accuracy is that I'm getting is 81 at the end, and I have used it wrongly. This is not correct way. I was just trying to explain that you can use and check the actual values accuracy and see the idea how it really works. So that will be all for the video. Thanks for watching.